I'm here with head coach of the Wall Hawks, Craig Slaughter. Coach, you got a state semifinal matchup this week, but let's talk about that win over Idalou just a little bit. Coach, I don't even want to call it a slow start. Idalou's just good on defense, but you made the plays on defense to put y'all ahead, and then you kind of exploded in the second half. Just talk about it.
No, yeah, definitely. We're in great control defensively from the jump. Obviously scored that first possession, had great field position off of Levi's interception. Then we traded punts, and then, Jacob had that huge, pick six that just totally, to be honest, I thought we played a little, maybe tight after that. We were just kind of waiting to get rolling, and that Evans touchdown right before half there definitely, I thought, kind of totally opened things up. Again, I felt defensively in control pretty much the entire time, but definitely was excited to watch the offense, get rolling and get some of those explosive plays going.
Everyone was talking about how Idalou was a different team from the beginning of the year, but the Wall Hawks kind of proved that they also were a different team from the first time that they all played each other. Kind of impressed your will by the end of the game. Rolling kids, heading into the state semifinal. What kind of confidence does that build as a coach for this football team?
I think our kids are, we've been looking for this time of year. We're excited. We played in these big games, and this is definitely one of those big moments we were looking to get back to. Again, we had heard a lot of, just Idalou, and they had gotten better. It's just, man, so would we. And you saw a team that won turnovers 4-0, and that definitely kind of put us in great shape from the jump. And our kids, we're cranked up, man. It's December 8th, and the weather's amazing, and we have a huge game this week, and we're all excited to get after it.
Let's talk about that game this week. Number 2 Wall, or I guess number 1 Wall now, however you want to look at it, because Tidehaven lost, but going up against the third-ranked team in the state in Gunter, 2-time defending state champion, 3-time defending state champion, have built their own little dynasty. There can't be enough said about the Gunter football program, but this Wall Hawks team just feels different. I don't think that Wall should be considered anything but a slight favorite in this game.
We know it's, my God, 3-time defending champ. They haven't lost to a 3A program since these guys were in middle school, and that's, Lord, that's all the respect in the world for that. That they've won a ton of games. At some point that they were where we want to be as far as they had the right group of kids that came along and won some of those huge games. And obviously, Lord, that they've never looked back. We would love to come out on top in some of these big games. We know it's going to be a dogfight football game. Again, we competed with them last year. It didn't come out the way we wanted it to, but I do think I hope we benefit from having played in that environment and that, just, man alive, was that just a passionate crowd, passionate dudes on the field competing both ways. It's going to be, you can't mimic that till you're in that situation. And again, Gunner's been in that situation a ton, and I'm hoping that we benefit that we've at least been there in the very recent past.
When you compare y'all's two schedules this year, it's like strength of record, strength of schedule is pretty similar. On paper, it really seems like y'all match up well. What do you think that the key defining factor is going to be in this ball game?
I think it's pretty evenly matched. Again, that these guys are going to run the ball right at us. Their running back is an absolute dude. Their O-line is absolutely, just their level of execution is always just solid. That said, special teams and mistakes are even more imperative than normal because you can do nothing to help these guys, beat you. And again, if you have a couple of turnovers, a couple of, just stalled drives or busted coverage, whatever, it's they don't need any help, to find their success. We want to make them earn everything they get, and I know our kids, and we're excited, man. Dude, what a moment. You've worked a long time to get back to this situation, and I'm excited to go coach in it. Our kids are excited to play in it, and we're going to go get after it.
I don't think people realize how hard it is to get this far in the playoff. Not only earn a trip to the state championship, but just making it to the state semifinal. You are one of the 4 best teams in 3A right now. What do you think that this football program has done to boost this community? You saw how packed San Angelo Stadium was last week.
No, it was amazing. You were hoping that crowd would look like that, and just, man, some of the pictures I saw, after the game was just amazing. And I don't really think we boosted the community. I think the community loves watching the Hawks in big moments, and Friday was one, and this Friday will be one. I expect a monster crowd to make their way to Stephenville. Just they'll support the Hawks, and this is one of those huge moments in our program, and we're excited to be a part of it, and we're going to go represent our community and our school and play our tail off.
All right, well, you just mentioned it, but give us the game details, Coach.
Hey, Friday night, Stephenville High School, 6 o'clock.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it. Go Hawks.